What's up YouTube? Iceberg Trader here. We're getting into part 3 of week 3. We following up now with the analysis from last week of Australia and New Zealand. That's the currency pair we had featured on. We're looking at pound. What was it? Pound. Hold up. We're also looking at pound Swiss franc, I think it was. Let's see, just give me a sec. But pound Swiss franc, I think it got itself in some really good profits. After that, we're going into this week by the second day. Let me just Aussie New Zealand. We looked at Aussie New Zealand. Yeah, we're looking at pound Canadian. I'll just feature it on there for like a little bit, but just to follow through. But that's not really what I wanted to feature. I hope everyone's doing cool, and the title of our video, our live video right now, we're talking a little bit about how to spot Forex scams and fakes. First of all, they're not. You'd see them posted all up on Facebook and Instagram, and the first thing you would notice is that they're not going to go the extra mile to verify or to make sure that all the transactions are transparent. They wouldn't be going through that whole the extra mile to make sure that everything is safe and can be verified, right? Okay, so this is what we were looking at last week. I can't remember the price, but it was somewhere in this region from Friday. We were already short from last week. I think it was somewhere around this region here. It was slightly over 100 points in profit already. So far we've just let pound run. Right now it's at let me see. As you can see, it's a sell position here. The stop loss is currently in profit by just a small amount, and the position now is currently at 448 points. Probably touched barely missed out on 500 points. So that's a fucking whopper here. Yeah. And remember, it's no fake. This was what was featured on last week. For those of you, check out part 2, or I think it was part 1 of the pound Canadian, Aussie New Zealand reviews or something like that. It was posted last week live, so you could just go back. I had the same formats here: Aussie New Zealand on this side, pound Canadian on this side. Pound Canadian wasn't that low yet. It had probably just reached about 150, 100, something like that. So this is where it's at right now, almost about 4 something odd. I reckon I'm gonna be looking to see what happens here. As we can see, the alligators are kind of rounding up, closing up. We can look at the accelerator. We can see a bit of bullish action or green bars coming on here, a bit strong if it continues going that way. So we're gonna look to see what price action comes out of that. It's still early, It's only Tuesday, so let's see what happens going forward. When it comes to Aussie Canadian, Aussie New Zealand, alright, so we're going to close this off. This position is right now in like 400 pips in profit right now. Okay, if you go on to the profile, which is why I highlighted how do you spot the scams, you can go on to the profile, which is in the description, the YouTube channel here, and it's all accessible, public profile. You could see exactly what I'm saying. It's only, we have more trades on, a lot more trades on, but then that's what I was featuring from last week, so we're going ahead just to give the follow through. Alright, so we're gonna close up here. Like I said, 400 pips in profit, you know, really nice call. I wouldn't mind seeing 500, but you know, you don't want to push it. Okay, so let's go back to Australia and New Zealand. Alright, we're gonna close off here. Australia and New Zealand, however, is in a different position here. We were at a loss down to the, I think we were down to this region here around the 61.8, and this is where we were expecting some sort of consolidation. I was either looking for the weekend to start with price coming back up to the 50 area, 38.2 area, or come down to the 78 and 88.6. And what actually happened was that it did run up. Right, I was a bit elated that it had run up so early, but optimally I would have preferred to see the run down first and then some good bullish action going up. But what happened going forward was that price slowly run up to the 50% Fibonacci ratio, came back down to the 78, within 78 and 88.6, and right now it's back up to the 61.8. So the position is in a loss as from with last week. Okay, so let me just check price. It's at about 1.04480 something odd, and right now price is at 1.0420. 1.0446 something odd. Let me just get the right figures on that. New Zealand. Let's see. Okay. Yep, so if you look here, it's a buy position entered at 1.0452. Right now price is at 1.0420 or 420. So the Aussie New Zealand long position is currently at about 32 pips in a loss, or in losses, or in drawdown. Alright, so that position hasn't been closed yet, just as the pound Canadian, which is in a profit of about 400. So I'm still going to wait. I think I would start getting a bit nervous if price comes back down to the 78.6 and the 88.6 area, about 1.0407 down to about 1.0397. So if prices start to come down below this area, then you know I would get a little nervous, because I'm still waiting on some more bullish action, because that's why I took the long position, anticipating that price would rise above the entry price of 1.0452, right? So that's basically the rundown of the two trades that were being featured last week. And I'm just gonna go on for a little while about the spotting the fakes and the scams. Very easy. First off, I mean, public track record or some sort of track record that can be third party verified. I mean, that's essential. Anyone who just says, well, they can, and they cannot prove, then I mean, you're going down the rabbit hole. Okay, so another red flag would be, say, signal providers or services that ask you to send your funds over to them. I'm not talking about paying a commission or a subscription fee for the service. I'm talking about you got $500 to invest, and then a fund manager or someone has to send those funds over to you, unless if it's with a registered company that you need to buy shares in the company or something of that sort. And normally that's not what you really see on the internet, because private funds like that, their minimum requirements would be like a lot higher. You're talking like 50k, 100k, and then you would have to go through your due diligence as well. I mean, if you're going to invest that type of money, but that's not what's normally seen on the internet. Some guys would post up signals or signal groups, like the WhatsApp groups, the Telegram groups, and or say, well, you could get signals, or they could manage your account for you for a profit share. Any of those types of models that has to send over money, then that should be a red flag as well. Okay, but number one, and I'm never gonna stop saying that, is a third party track record. Because most of those guys, there's no way to prove, okay, hey, we made 500, 1,000 pips last week. How the hell do you prove that? And some people just get bamboozled by the high rate of return, and they just jump right in. So anyway, we're not going to keep the video too long. This is on the two last trades featured. Just giving an update for week 3. And what I'll do also, I'm going to check with my FX book. I'm going to check with my FX book just to give an update on the pip count on the second week, because the name of the channel, like it says, 100 pips per week challenge, and for now we way above target. Alright, for now way above target. So I'm just gonna show how things have gone this week. And also featured a profile for the MQL signals, which is also available on every MT4 platform. It's available publicly, so you could see, like I just showed, like the Aussie New Zealand trade, which is in a loss of about 30 points. If you go onto the profile, you're going to see exactly the same thing. If you go on and you look for the pound Canadian position, you would see it in a profit of like 400 something odd points or pips. And like I said, those were just 2 trades featured out of the entire portfolio. Like, I'll just do that randomly just to let people know what's going on, let everyone know what's going on. But all of those stats and details can be third party verified. So I'm just going to show now We're on to our third week. Let me just close down this chart here, and we're going on to my MQL, right? Position of about 2.23% growth, profits. There's a whole myriad of stuff here. If you're checking the link in the description, you can find that link and go check out all the stats for yourself. Growth, balance, equity, and drawdown, right? And loads of other stats as well. Okay, so as you can see, we had 2.23% growth. Third week coming on here. All this can be third party verified. Now we're also going to back it up with the MyFX book account here. Okay, there's a variation in the stats. 1.16% growth. Okay, it's probably not updated yet. 1.16% because look here. Alright, the growth is at 2.22. Let's backtrack here. The growth is at 2.23. Right, so that probably needs to be, or you probably get updated a little later. But we can see the same here, same growth here. It's just that the layout and the stats here is a bit different. So here we can see December 16th, that was yesterday, 30 pips, and we have December 17th, that's today, minus 62 pips, right? All the bars in red are losing days, the bars in green are winning days. This week so far we're at loss in terms of pips here. Today was down a minus 4.5. Now I think this needs to be, it's not updated properly yet because we can see the difference in the gain or the growth figures here. Yeah, so I can see some of the columns are missing some data. Probably isn't populated properly yet. But anyways, we're just running through the base info. We're barely up to about 100 trades. We'll probably hit that by this week. Yeah. So all this information is public. 2.2. That's what we have for December. Let me just get that populated here. Risk reward ratios. Alright, you see we're trying to keep it below this one here and try to hit some off the pack +1. Average holding time and then currencies traded within the same period of December here. Okay, so we're gonna just wrap it up. We'll just wrap it up here. Alright. The two major things, like we said, the third party verified track record and the red flag that would come up if they're asking, if a account manager or a signal provider is asking to send your actual investment over to them. With us here, we manage from your account, so your investment stays in your account, subscription fees paid so that you could get the account management service, but then at all times you're going to be in charge of your funds. You can withdraw, you can deposit, you can do everything on your funds. All we're responsible for is managing the portfolio for you. So any other person I think that asks to send your entire fund over, I mean, that should raise a red flag. Alright, there are other little tidbits, but those two main ones, not having a track record and then asking to send funds over, those would be the main ones to look out for. I mean, I'm not gonna say that that's how all of them are, but most of the time, profiles with flashy cars, airplanes, and all that stuff is just usually a front anyway. You know, the real deal, that's what you're gonna want to see. Emphasis to try to verify all the information and all the claims being made. If you said we made 200 pips yesterday, prove that, prove to your clients that you made 200 pips, right? Anything other than that, I mean, it can be verified, then, should give a heads up. Alright? Cool. Iceberg Trader, I'm out. Let me see what the market is going to do this Asian session. Cheers.